Hey coaches. Okay, so this video is kind of going to cover, it's going to be all encompassing. We're going to talk about a few different things. First of all, I know that you guys wanted me to reverse engineer the diamond, how to make diamond. We'll say 60 days because you have a little bit more than 60 days, but we'll do diamond in 60 days reverse engineered. Basically, it's super simple. I'm going to go over activities that you can be doing each month and focusing on, and the activities will lead to the results, which will lead to you achieving your goal. First and foremost, you have to be showing up every single day consistently. This isn't something where you can feel like doing it one day and not another. If you're going to get this, then you have to be in it. You have to be committed. You have to be doing the 3 vital behaviors every single day, regardless. Those things are so important, and sometimes when you get focused on bigger things, you look over the 3 vital behaviors and you stop doing those things consistently. And those are the things that are going to produce the big results. You have to be reading your personal development. You have to be being a product of the product every single day and sharing about it and gaining that credibility and that trust with people along the way. And you have to be inviting and talking to people and building relationships and reconnecting every single day. And that includes adding to your network and growing your reach. So the things that I want to focus on are, first, run a 5-day free group at the beginning of every single month. That will just be a way to reach a whole bunch of people, some new people, some old people who have been following you and are just kind of wallflowers. And that will give them the opportunity to get to know how the groups work, get to know you better as a leader and as a coach, and just build that trust. So make sure that you're running a free group at the beginning of every single month. You can do any type of group whatsoever, just be creative. Next, I would encourage you to do 2 challenge groups a month. I would fill one for I would fill one for the middle of the month, so you're filling it at the beginning, and then I would start another one at the beginning of the following month, so you're filling it at the very end when the sales are ending and when you're going to have stragglers and things like that. But you can't just be running one group because you're going to have so many people signing up at different times. So I've talked about working your business in waves. So that's what I would highly, highly, highly recommend you doing, is having a challenge group at the middle so you can fill it at the beginning. You can already hit your success club right at the middle. You don't have to worry about it. And then all the ones that you fill at the end are going to be bonus. So 2 challenge groups a month that you're filling. Success Club 10 has got to be a minimum. You are going to pull coaches from your challengers. So the more Success Club points you get, the more challengers you have that are set up with Shakeology and with the program, just makes it so much easier to convert them over to coach, because they see how the groups work, they're falling in love with Shakeology, they're seeing awesome results, and it's just such a natural transition. So Success Club is just a way to measure just how you're doing, how many people you're reaching. And if you're going hard for this, then I would make Success Club 10 your minimum. Right now, maybe you're sitting at 0 and you're like, well, I can't even get 2. How am I supposed to get 10? You have to get your mindset right. You have to start your day. I'm a diamond coach. What does a diamond coach do? You carry yourself differently when you have your mindset positive and uplifting, and you need to start your day with personal development, and that energy and that positive, the positive affirmations and the things like that you're talking, you sound crazy, that you're telling yourself and that you're believing, that comes out through your messages. You exude confidence when you feel those things, when you genuinely feel those things, and you're not just saying it out loud just to say it. Do you know what I mean? So start your day with positive affirmations, and you might feel crazy, but I promise you it will work wonders. Start your day with personal development. Get your mind right before you start talking to anyone, because you don't ever want to message people when you're in a crappy mood or you're feeling down about stuff, because no matter if you're typing or talking, they will be able to tell. And you don't want that. So if you're in a rut, and if you're feeling like I'm stuck, I don't know what to do, then work first on getting your mind right. Dig into personal development hardcore. As a Man Thinketh by James Allen is amazing. Rachel, I know you talked about your fear of inviting. I encourage you to read the 3rd book of the Go Giver series called It's Not About You. And that one might help. Honestly, when I think about what made the switch, because I had all of these reservations when I started coaching. I was like, I do not want to come off salesy. I don't want to be annoying. I don't want to, I want people to take me seriously and to know that I really want to help them and I'm not just trying to make a buck. But how do you get over that hump? And what really helped me and what flipped the switch was when I honestly 100% knew that what I had to offer someone, I could offer to anyone. I could help anyone on the street with something. I could help them with their nutrition through Shakeology. I could help them with their workouts and their fitness and feeling better about themselves physically. I could help them with their emotional and their self-esteem issues through personal development and through what we do as coaches through the 3 vital behaviors. So I could help them financially with, I don't care if they're poor, if they know how to work and if they're willing to trust me and to just do what I teach them in the Coach Basics, then I know that they can make this work. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And if you do the things that you're supposed to each and every day consistently and continue to share, you cannot fail in this business. You can't. Because inevitably it will come around and people will start to jump on the wagon with you. Because what you offer them is too good not to. And sometimes it just takes a while for people to see that. So get your mind right and dig into personal development hardcore if you're struggling with believing in yourself and believing that you can do this. So Success Club 10 every single month. I would go for more. The more, obviously, the better. As far as adding coaches go, you need to shoot for at least 4 coaches a month. So how that works is I would at least focus on converting at least 2 challengers. If you're hitting Success Club 10, that means you're getting 5 challengers. Converting at least 2 of those 5 to coach. Whether it's, hopefully it's to work the business because they see the value in what coaches can do. But some of them might be discount coaches and that's fine too. But I would also focus on getting 10 to 15 people in every single sneak peek into coaching group that we do. And getting at least 2 from that group as well. And the coaches that you get from the sneak peek group are very likely to be motivated to work the business. They see the value in what we do. They see the value in the 3 vital behaviors and what we do as coaches, and they're ready to change their life. And then we also teach them the value that we can add to others and what it can do for them financially. So they're ready and they're motivated. So I would focus on at least 2 challengers converted and at least 2 people added from the sneak peek groups. So honestly, guys, that's all it takes. 4 coaches a month might seem like a lot right now when you feel like, wow, I haven't even added 1, or I only have 2 coaches and I've been here for 9 months and I don't know what to do next. If you focus on the daily activities and you plug into the system and run your challenge groups when they're filling and get those people in the sneak peek groups, you will add coaches. I promise. So 4 coaches a month. And then you can't just add the coaches and then let them figure their crap out. You have got to, as soon as you have 1 coach, you are a leader and you need to step up and lead. And you know what happens is some people start and they add coaches and then they kind of go MIA and they go off the charts for a little while. They stop posting and their coaches are like, what the heck is the deal? Where did she go? And I don't care if they see me doing stuff. I'm not their coach, and it's different. They signed up with you for a reason. So when they see you on the Success Club board, when they see you adding new coaches, when they see you posting consistently, they're like, okay, well, that's what I'm supposed to do. That's what's expected. That's just the norm. If they don't see you hitting Success Club, they're already going to have all the self-doubt. They're already going to feel like, well, if my coach can't do it, how am I supposed to do it? So you need to set that bar. If you want successful coaches on your team, then you need to be a successful coach. And that starts with just being consistent with your daily activities. That starts with believing in yourself and digging into personal development. So yeah, just lead by example and be that coach that you wish you had on your team. If everyone was that coach, imagine what kind of success you could have. Because when I think about the coach that I want on my team, I want someone who's self-driven, who's motivated, who genuinely wants to just help a buttload of people, who has determination like no other, who won't let failure even be an option. Like, that's not even an option. They are going to figure out a way to make it work, whether it's plan A, plan B, D, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. Like, they're going to make it work. I want someone like that. And if I want someone like that, then I have to be like that. And so find out what you want in a coach or in your downline, and then just be that coach and do those things every single day, even when you don't feel like doing it. Because I can promise you that is the difference between the very, very, very successful coaches and then the mediocre ones that just kind of hang out making a little money here and there. There's just a little bit of difference. We're all doing the same stuff. We all have the same type of knowledge, the same type of training that we can get. The resources are all the same. It's that little bit of extra effort consistently every single day that's going to make the difference. So you have a little over 60 days to hit this diamond goal date. And you have every resource, everything that you need to know on how to do it, you have. We've given it to you. If you haven't gone through the training completely, then that's on you. So if you want to get in our Coach Basics training and go refresh on some of those things, then great, let me know. And I'm always fine to add you in and kind of refresh. But you know everything you need to do. It's just a matter of doing it. And it's a matter of putting your fears aside, of stepping up to the plate, and just, like Mindy said, just freaking do it. Honestly, just talk to people. If you lead with your heart and you genuinely feel like you can help them, then who cares if they say no? It doesn't matter what they think of you for trying to help them. I mean, honestly, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to think anything bad about you whatsoever. But if that's one of your fears, just realize that even if they do think that you're trying to sell them something, whatever, who cares? They're going to forget about it in 5 minutes. It doesn't matter. Get out of your own way and help a ton of people. You have everything that we offer someone can help them. And the way that it can change someone's life, the business part of it, that is honestly when things changed for me. When I started to see those weekly checks increase, and I started to see my coaches' weekly checks increase, and when I started to see their whole accountability change, when they went from negative to positive and to uplifting and to energized and to confident. Like, when you see that in someone, it does something to you, and you want that for every single person. And I see the potential that maybe you don't even see in yourself. And that's why sometimes it's so hard to I just want to shake some people and be like, girl, you can do this. Let's go. Because we are our worst critics. We all know that. And we're hard on ourselves. So that's why it's so important that you just come together as a team and cheer each other on and rally each other and keep the energy high and check in when you have some successes so that we can celebrate with you. And this is going to be, I am stoked for this quarter because it is going to be fun. With so many of you pushing for this milestone, it is going to be fun. And I just hope you guys are as excited as I am, because like when Katie hit diamond today, I seriously couldn't even sleep last night because I was like, woohoo! Like, I'm going to make her little collage already, and I had it all ready this morning, and I just get so stoked because I know how hard you guys work, and I know that diamond, yeah, it's not an end-all thing, but it is like, it seriously is like a rite of passage into the fun, even I don't even know how to explain it. It's like when you hit diamond, you really become a leader. This stupid fly. And then you start to help your coaches even more, and when you see them growing with you, and it is just fun. It is so rewarding. And so I am just fired up. I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited for this quarter, and I know you guys can do it. And I know that you guys some of you asked about the $1,000 weekly checks, like kind of how to reverse engineer that. Honestly, it's so different because of placement, where everyone is in volume and stuff like that. So I didn't want to work any numbers. But if you're doing these things consistently, then it will happen. And I will show you. Mindy asked some of the leaders on our team to send her an income progression. So I've been coaching 13 months. So I did 1 month, 5 months, 9 months, 13 months. And it was just our weekly income at those points in time. And so I sent that over to her, and she asked Tara to do it. So Tara sent that over to her, and she sent it to me. And comparing the two, like, blew my mind, because Tara and you guys know Tara, she works her butt off. I got in a month earlier than her, so we're pretty similar. We honestly probably have put equal amounts of effort into the business. We both work really hard, but we're still busy with other stuff. We don't go crazy. We just are diligent in our daily tasks and make sure that we're consistent and whatever. So equal amount of efforts into the business. But the differences in our income is pretty substantial. And when me and Tara were talking about it, it came down to team building and the importance of it. And I know some of you are struggling, and some of you are like, why are my weekly checks still like $100? Just because, even for diamonds, just because you're a diamond does not mean you're going to be making good money at all. If you're a skeleton diamond and you have a bunch of discount coaches, you are going to be making pennies. Rank does not mean anything as far as income goes. Income is based on volume and duplication and plugging into the system. So I realized that pretty soon into coaching. I think it was September when I really started focusing on, hey, if I can just get my coaches to help their coaches a little bit, if I can just get them to do a little bit, it will really help the team grow. Like, we needed to increase volumes, because we were doing the elite push. So that's what I started focusing on, is just helping my team encourage their coaches to do stuff, to do a little bit, because so many of them were adding coaches and then they weren't really doing anything, and they were just sitting there as discount coaches or whatever. So July, August, September, so 2 months in, or month 3 is when I realized, okay, I need to work on this team stuff. Well, she hit at least Success Club 20 every single month as a coach. And she was selling like a boss and getting a ton of challengers, and she was diamond like fairly quick, and then she got TJ, her husband, diamond fairly quick. So she knew how to add coaches and build her team, but she didn't focus on her team growing their team until about February, March. And so that would have been around August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March. So around the 7-month mark. So I've got 4 months, 5 months since I started a month earlier than her. 5 more months of team building growth under my belt. And the income difference, if you want, I can post it under the post. Just let me know. But just so you can see numbers. But That is when, if you guys want your incomes to grow, then you have to be duplicating the system. You have to be plugging your coaches in, having them plug their coaches in, having them plug their coaches in, and it has to go throughout your entire downline. And it's so simple. We've created such a smooth, easy system that, I mean, it's so simple to plug them into and get them involved and to get them the right training and to get them started off right. I know Katie said, how do you encourage coaches and motivate them without being too pushy? And honestly, it's just setting the bar. It's like, get into the training. You have to make sure that they're engaged. You have to make sure that they're checking in every single day. And that's up to you guys. We do the training, but we're not babysitting in there. I'm not going to reach out to every single coach that isn't responding and be like, where are you at? Why aren't you in the training? If they want it, then they got to be there. And that's going to be on you to help them stay engaged in the training. But I would definitely, when you sign up a coach, I don't have time to talk to all my coaches on the phone, so I don't do a ton of calls unless they really need it. So I just do a lot of interaction on Facebook and stuff like that. But if you can get them on the phone, then it helps. And just set goals with them and just say, you know what? For the business builders, obviously, Emerald in 30 days is a no-brainer. Like, you need to set an Emerald date as soon as they sign up and just say, look, you're going to go through the training, you're going to learn all about this, blah, 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 you're going to learn how to work it. Let's set your Emerald date for 30 days from now. 2 weeks to 30 days is what I go for. And when they have a date in front of them, it helps because they're like, oh, that's doable, I can do that. And then you just help them along the way. Help them know who to reach out to and whatever. So getting them started and working on growing their team right off the bat will help them gain momentum and help them see how this works and all that stuff. But you have to make sure that they're engaged in the training, because trying to help someone who has no clue about the business is really frustrating and really hard. So you need to make sure that your coaches are getting into the training and learning all the fundamentals and how to grow the business. Your coaches are getting plugged in. Your coaches. I could say this a million times because it's so important. But that's going to be the biggest difference. And that's when you're going to see your income blow up, is when duplication starts to happen throughout your entire downline. And your coaches start to add coaches, and your coaches start to add coaches, and so on and so forth. But I'm so stoked. I'm so excited for this quarter. And I am going to be here, obviously, every step of the way to fire you guys up and to keep you motivated and keep you excited. Just plug in. Don't go MIA if you're struggling. Don't ignore me when I reach out and message you, because that really irritates me. So at least message me and be like, I'm struggling, help me, I don't know what to do. Okay? But let's just come together as a team and use the retreat group as a good push to help each other and to motivate each other, to feed off of each other's energy and what's working and what's not, and get ideas. Okay? But let me know if you need anything, and I will talk to you guys later. See you guys.